If you only knew what it was like behind closed doors, what the paperwork we had to sign, verbal language used about, what's best for the baby is for you not to be its parent.
Adoption. That is a controversial topic. And if you remember, that's Tyler. He's married to Caitlin. They were on MTV's original Teen Mom back in 2009. Tracy, why are you watching a kid show? Well, I am adopted and I love birth. Of course, I'm a birth worker of 26 years. And so I was immediately drawn to this story because I was also a teen mom. And Tyler and Caitlin's story really resonated with me because I was also pulled into the world of, are you sure you can parent this baby? And Tyler goes on to say in that clip also that about 98% of birth moms would have wanted to parent their child. They just saw no way to do that. That resonates a lot in my story because I really only got married because that was the only way that I could keep Christopher. Nobody asked me what I wanted. Caitlin and Tyler were lied to. They went into this adoption process thinking that they were going to have all kind of communication and were promised all of these things, and that's why they chose the family that they chose. Currently, they have been asked by the adoptive family to stop sending Carly stuff, stop any communication whatsoever. Now, I know there's a lot of big feelings around adoption. I have been in their lives to where people are so mean. They're like, leave Carly alone. This is, her thing. These are parents that were lied to, that would have made different decisions if they had had different information. And as an adoptee, I believe that when Carly grows up and she gets the bigger picture and she gets the truth, I hope that her adoptive family is ready for some big emotions around that. I will never stop talking about the lack of resources and advocacy that we just miss or overlook in the birth families process. When I was counseling at a crisis pregnancy place, which I quit, by the way, because they were pushing adoption so hard, I asked the social worker one day, I said, what resources do you have for the birth mom when she relinquishes her child? She's like, oh, I'm on call 24/7. I said, no. What resources do you have? What therapy are you giving these birth moms? Because they are relinquishing and setting forth their child. What are you doing for them? She looked at me like I had grown a second head. That told me everything I needed to know.